All right, so thinking about this game, didn't turn out the way we wanted, the way we had it planned. Obviously, you never want the scoreboard to look like it does right now. The thing that I would say is that I'm proudest of is that I challenged our kids at halftime to play for each other, to fight and continue to fight. And I think they did that. And I think you look at what happened in the third quarter, and aside from the turnover that we had on offense that went for 6, you had a really good performance by our football team. The defense really standing up the way they did, Zach having a TFL, and then getting off the field 3 and out on that first drive was huge for our football team. I think that there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work to do right now, but again, we have a lot to build on if these guys will continue to work and continue to fight. And we've got a really good plan. We've got a really good plan for what we can do with these guys this week. We learned a lot about some young players that I can't wait to watch the film and see exactly how they performed. But we'll be excited to come back home next week and start conference play. With that, I'll open it up for any questions.
Coach, it's an ACC road game with a solid ACC team. My gosh, they beat A&M in a bowl game last year. So we know there's a talent differential that you're going to have to deal with. And so was that something that you had planned on, and that's something that you had basically taken into consideration? Obviously you had, but what do you do about that? These guys play hard as they can, but they're physically they're out-talented. It's faster, quicker, and so on.
Yeah, I guess if you say 1 to 22, are they more talented than us? They're probably certainly deeper than us, but I love our guys, and I believed in our guys. I had no plan in my mind for this scoreboard to look like it did. That was not my plan coming into this game. It wasn't these guys' plan. But, you know, if you don't execute in what you just described, in a road ACC game where they do have a bunch of talented guys on their sideline, it's tough. It's a tough day at the office.
Dortch was a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed like the guy has got a lot of skills, and we had a tough time doing something with him.
He is a talented kid, just like you said. And, you know, obviously he had a few touchdowns on offense. I thought our special teams did a great job keeping him in check. You know, one of the most dangerous returners in the country, and I think we held him to 14 yards on a punt return and 21 on a kickoff. And Jack Fox did a great job playing keep away the rest of the game with him.
He was getting tremendous height on his punts. The guy didn't have a chance to do anything but fair catch it looked like.
Yeah, we've got some guys on our team. Maybe it's a handful, maybe it's 6 or 7 this week that when we watch the film that are consistently playing at a high level. Jack is certainly one of them. Mm-hmm. Zach's one of them. Mm-hmm. Austin Walters is one of them. Austin Trammell's one of them. I mean, and if we can keep growing, we got to get to the point where we got 22 dudes that are doing their job, play in and play out, and then this thing can go the way we want it to.
Nonetheless, it was obviously a slow start. Is there anything you can coach out of that? Coach them out of that?
Right now, I mean, you just look at what happened in those first few series, and I don't think we're doing anything different on the road. I don't think it's that we weren't awake and weren't ready to play. We didn't perform, and again, we can keep looking at it, and we have to keep evaluating everything when the game starts off that way. But there's nothing I can point to right now.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about Jack and the strategic decision to eliminate the returns, which obviously, statistic-wise, looks like a less game, but might have been from a strategic standpoint his best game.
An absolute awesome game by Jack. When you're talking about his kickoffs and being able to put those out of the back of the end zone whenever we ask him to his punts. And like we talked about, playing keep away, getting the great hang time, getting great coverage by our coverage units. You got to take, again, I got to brag about Coach Limbo and what a great job he's doing with those special teams. Put in a new punt coverage unit this week, and the guys executed it really well.
There's no quit in the second half. In any case, they played it hard a game as anybody expect them to play in the second half.
Yeah, I agree with you. And again, that's why I can walk in the locker room and tell them I love them and I love Rice University football, and I'm going to continue to give them everything I got. And we'll just keep working.
Does it occur to you that maybe 5 years from now you're going to look back and you say, well, that Wake Forest game, that was the bottom, and from there it was a road up from there. It's a possibility, man.
Yeah, and I really hope it's as soon as this Saturday. That's all I can focus on right now is we're going to watch this film and make those corrections, and then every fiber of my body is going to go towards beating UTSA.
Okay.
Forest program is right now, you know, to your point, they're in year 5 with a great coach, great coaching staff, and you look at what those guys did, the foundation they built here, and more than that, they're a great example for us of coming off 2 losses, you know, and being able to come into their home stadium and go through some adversity during the week and really put this great performance together. And I think we have to take our hat off to Wake Forest, and as well as they played and as well as their coaches prepared them. So again, that's exactly what we're going to try to do as a team, starting with our staff. And we're going to try to put that together and have a much better feeling in the locker room after next Saturday night.